afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, master of propaganda, hero of Reich, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Langrosky here between Clock Labs, fighting here for the United States of America for the 2nd Armour, charging through German lines, having penetrate the front. There's only now RedxWings commanding here, small alarm company. The alarm company Reinhardt here formed out elements of the rear logistics and other bits they've formed up to throw back the attackers. We've got here Ostrom Doctrine, by the way. Looks like he was sort of faking an infantry company state, going for dual pioneers. And Ostrom right there versus Clock Labs here with airborne armor and rifle company bulletin, infantry and anti-tank. We've got Ostrom bulletin here, pioneer bulletin, both to sort of make them harder to hit, or in this case less easier to hit. I think is always more accurate when it comes to the Ostrom. And one for slightly cheaper mines. A bit of aggressive pushing, part rushing here for the fuel. Ostrom holding the point here while the pioneers here. I mean, it might have made more sense to have the pioneers in the Ostrom here, as the Ostrom would then be able to use the cover to sort of fight a bit better, whereas here there's pretty much nothing. So, Yuri, what do we do if the enemy attacks? Just pretend you're German. But there you go, 2 rifles here so far. I mean, that regard, we are noting here, of course, RedxWings is grabbing a lot more territory than his non-Deutschland opponent. We got more Ostrom here, by the way, arriving from. He's rushing straight for the next fuel point as well. 2 positions sort of lining up together to support each other. And there you go, 3rd Ostrom unit here for RedxWings. Ostrom fighting versus Rifleman, there you go. Swift engagement here, who shall win this, who shall win this? So of course the Rifleman pretty close in this case. Even with that impressive bulletin here, they will still go down pretty. We've got the Pioneers are running, they might be able to do things around here with the MP40s. And again, maybe. Oh, bloody close here though, bloody close. There we go, Rifle Force way now, just into the rear echelons. Can they do Ostrom need to get to cover though? At the same time, Pioneers could have, for example, wide off. Here they go, Rifle engaged, come under fire in the open. Ostrom holding out the bushes, Pioneers moving through here. The shrubbery. We have something pushed away, got another Ostrom squad they're supporting, the one that's sort of something up. Rifle a bit, so the Pioneers are taking most of the beating so far, but the Rifle might slowly lose out on this engagement here versus the Ostrom. The K98K is ringing out here versus the Rifleman. We have some here, slowly being overwhelmed, slowly pushed back here by the defenders. That's the 3rd Reich. There you go. Slowly giving them a good flashing. And we got a 4th unit Ostrom here. 4 Ostrom, 2 Pioneers. This is definitely not your usual kind of sort of opening, if anything. Not one bit, and that's definitely pretty unique stuff. But then again, RedxWings is known for doing that. He generally tends to sort of play out new strategies every week, it seems, at times. Not even several during 1 week. But we got flamethrowers on the way just after they're getting reinforced. You might want to ensure they are reinforced. There we go. Romney going for the cop one, though, nicely done here by Clock Labs, of course, sort of striking more focusedly. Of course, the Ostrom needs to be focused and sort of stop one Rifleman unit here, Pioneers forwards, but they are not quite there with the flamethrowers. Not quite going to work out there for RedxWings, and meanwhile he might be able to get the fuel point over here, a few Ostrom on their own. And there we go. Other Ostrom unit forced away. They're taking quite a few casualties from the Ostrom, holding up here behind the fence. Could be a shooting going on between the two, but the Rifle now quickly pulling up into heavy cover, and thus they will enjoy the advantage versus the Ostrom. Though more being pushed forward here by RedxWings. We got a 3rd Pioneers. Well, I was thinking he might at least, try to take up, but no. We got 3 Pioneers and 4 Ostrom. This is definitely not a usual force composition here from RedxWings, and certainly any Wehrmacht player. Take up here from Clock Labs, going for the Lieutenant pretty rapidly. That might throw a bit of a wrench there into the plans of RedxWings. In particular, since unless this gets infantry coming up, of course his Panzerfausts will not be available. So, Boris, did you remember to bring the Panzerfaust? No, I thought you were. Shit. It's a bit of an awkward situation that could potentially happen here for RedxWings if he's not careful. In particular, since there seems to be, for example, no telemines down, which could sort of, maybe try and carry the weight there of that. Pulling over here again, trying to sort of deny fuel. There we got 2 Rearson probably, and 3 Riflemen. Now a Lieutenant here for Clock Labs, while they know sound of a doctrine for him, compared to RedxWings' massive Ostrom in play. Forces sneaking up here on the left flank. And there go, flanking on the Rearson here with the Ostrom. Taking up behind the mighty position there of a wooden cart. More pioneers moving from the north. No further sign of anything here though from RedxWings. Looks like the pioneers moving secure there and flush the rear sums out there from behind the tractor. Meanwhile, larger force moving up here to Ostrom, one pioneer squad. The pioneers leading the way, the Ostrom sort of covering in there. We go and counting one rifle squad there, holding up behind trees and some tall grass. Of course, want to use cover with the Ostrom. They're not exactly assault troops. And again, remember to use cover with the Ostrom, otherwise you're not going to get the most out of them except gain them killed. Lots of action here and there. Ostrom retreating into the building here for safety, though not going to work out that well. At the same time, again, CoH2 here denied. Two RedxWings at the same time. We got an engagement, got a lieutenant here, but again surrounded by the Ostrom. Again, cover and Deckung there. These Ostrom are quickly suffering losses here in face of the lieutenant, the BAR, and the Thompson. And of course, the M1 Garand's proving to be quite the formidable foe there. You got telemines up here, even close to the enemy, which could potentially end up actually seeing it. So far, no sign of that. Should be able to sort of help deal with any vehicles. Another engagement, finally securing that cut-off point. Definitely, the clock has been a lot to sort of deny fuel here to RedxWings and to Third Reich. Rearsen's are pushed away there. Further shooting here, two Ostrom squad focusing down on the rifleman. Not looking good there for the rifleman. And there you go. M20 arriving, Ostrom rushed off. There you go, more troops reinforcing. Rather bad situation here for the Ostrom. And again, he's got absolutely nothing there, of course, with the Panzerfaust. So to use it. Can't we just pretend we have one? With what? A bodice, soap and some old socks? We're not the Americans, you idiot. Anyways. Got an M20 moving up there. Ostrom needs to get away. Ambulance on the way here for Clock Lab, sort of help reinforce troops, maybe. Or just heal them at the very least. Some players like to use them a bit more force to reinforce for there. Others, not quite as much. Take up there. He's rushing for the third tier, so that's also a pretty unique part of his strategy. I mean, not just the 3 pioneers and Ostrom, but in fact, is part of a tier 3 rush. So in this case, it's having some issues due to the aggressive play of Clock Labs, the M20, and overall constantly cutting off here the fuel. I mean, that got Langosquet is perhaps also a bit more of a tricky map to pull this one off. If you're not careful in that regard, RedxWings should have been a bit more focused rather than sort of trying to hold everything and take everything. You should have focused a bit more on just this side of the road. It might have been able to sort of better hold territory, of course. That's easy to say from my perspective. Anyways, here Ostrom taking heavy losses. I mean, quite a shootout here. Quite an engagement. The Ostrom are doing what they can, but they are quickly suffering casualties. Men are dropping left and right as shots impact. Not exactly looking good here for RedxWings. Not exactly looking good. But he has taken up. He can't get a form of crop now, except he doesn't quite have the fuel. Also, I'm not getting off some kills, but I'm pretty sure the Americans are getting a much higher kill count. Yeehaw! Look at me. I'm shooting me some genuine krauts. No, I'm pretty sure those are Russians. Oh, shut up. And as Pioneers moving forward, we got some Ostrom moving in there. Veteran 2 there on the rifleman. Pioneers getting Veteran 2 as well. They're also getting off some kills there. Go, any of them. Close to Veteran 2, in which case, there we go. That should give him a bit more good work there versus the rifleman wants to hit Veteran 2 too. Lieutenant there. Makes a daring escape, but again, fuel cut off here. Good aggressive play there from Clock Labs, keeping good control of the map overall. Nothing further here, no tech up, though he's a bit lacking in fuel. And no sign of doctor, we got, ooh, a mine going out here for Clock Labs. We got the M6 mine going down there. Troops reinforcing, preparing. Can soon go for Swarmer Core, I believe. So you're definitely going to need that fuel pump back. Of course, another option is to go for a fuel cache to sort of at least alleviate things. So in fact, an early fuel cache on this map might actually have been a good idea to sort of prevent this point from being easily harassed by his opponent. Of course, that's just merely my thoughts there. Got also moving up. We got another Telemann here apparently. I mean, so far all seems like Clock Labs is not expecting it, despite having seen no Panzerfaust, you know. It could surely not be, as his opponent might be instead relying on mines. Straight to the hammer, go! Straight into the mine. Knocked out and even a bazooka dropped. Small assault here, Riason quickly falling down the pioneers. And there you go, a bazooka here for Vasily. Look at me! I'm American! I can barely hit anything! But also we got pioneers, they're burning down the riflemen. Good bit of shooting here, rifleman charging forward here. Bit of aggressive move there out in the open, but you know there's the increasingly veteran Ostrom. It could be seen as a bit more risky move by Clock Labs here, as the Ostrom are now decently better at actually hitting and killing stuff. Not just back in doing things, pioneers almost wiped out.
We're losing a capture point. Over here! Listen up!
Lieutenant out in the open. There we go, getting focused down here by 3 veteran two Ostrom squads. That's definitely a bit more potency than he might have expected. Down to 1 rifleman unit here. Clock Labs needs to be a bit more careful now. These are no longer your non-veteran Ostrom, these are veteran T2 Ostrom. That's slightly more dangerous. At the same time, we got this Palmer Corps going up here. Could RedxWings saying for sort of an early Stug flak Panzer, he's going to go for the early Panzer IV. The other option, of course, being earlier than the early Panzer IV. And there's fighting here, Pioneers versus rear slots. Not quite working out there for some Pionera. And we've got an officer now, an officer, has somehow managed to find his way back here to the situation as it deteriorates. Sort of lead cement. Glorious victory for Deutschland. And there you go, the Rifleman acting in a pretty bad position again. We got so many Ostrom here. And there you go. Basically just mowed down. So there you go, rapidly advancing. Secure the next piece of terrain and deny it to the United States of America. While fuel there is falling about again. I mean, both players are sort of desperately trying to cut off the other one from fuel while getting as much fuel as possible. Bit of a fuel dance there. We got more telemines here. Also, I'm doing what they can to stall here for time. Not yet connecting there. And again, even as that's all happening, he found using the major here to secure the fuel point there. Overall, again, denying and harassing. It's not like RedxWings has got a lot there to stop any further arm besides the telemines. I mean, he's got a bazooka and that's about it. But there you go, so Palmer Corps is up. He could very soon go for the Stug. I mean, that would be the more immediate option to help versus the infantry, and also provide a bit of support for the, well, for them. And of course, he could easily use the Ostrom and then track his screen for the Sturmgeschütz, using their greater numbers. That way, sort of easily absorb fire and also spot for it. I mean, he could also play for a flak Panzer to sort of harass and punish enemy infantry, or he could go straight for a Panzer IV. Of course, an option is still, you know, considering a fuel cache to sort of further help up. And again, to sort of try to do something with the fact he's constantly being cut off from fuel himself. Major encountering the Pioneers, and meanwhile the fighting continues up in the center intensifies. As Clock Labs is not willing to pull back here. But neither are the Ostrom, and there we go, Veteran C3. Fun fact about the Ostrom, they actually have their own military awards within the Wehrmacht. Not something huge and impressive, but still, you know, something like saying, "These are all right men, these are all right men, yeah? You have proven yourself to be average." Well, something like that anyway, so little fun fact there as well. Though generally as the war progressed, they were more and more pulled away from combat duty because they were basically seen as too unreliable. I mean, some would generally fight well, but others had a tendency of basically deserting or surrendering to the enemy if they actually came to fighting. Yes, until fighting versus the Ostrom, and there we go. Pioneers holding up here, Veteran T2. Officer getting reinforced, and still in time for getting a hand for at the same time. Clock Labs himself getting close, maybe to call in a Sherman. And we got paratroops being called in. Airborne here versus the Ostrom. Popping in here behind enemy lines, a bold decision by RedxWings. Though I suppose he's not fearing too much, since he's likely only going to face Ostrom. Ostrom Pioneers bringing in here. Rifleman largely getting safely out there, and the bazooka shatters their cover a bit. Lieutenant flanking in, punishing what they can here, but they're suffering quite heavily, and overall map control here for RedxWings is rather struggling. A part of me would say you should have maybe considered getting something sort of partly hold here. I mean, a few machine gun bunkers in the right place I think could actually have done quite a bit there for RedxWings. He was very insistent against just rushing for this, going for no buildings in between. I mean, at the very least, he should have considered bunkers and such sort of help maintain some kind of map control. I mean, considering all the Ostrom, a command bunker generally tends to work well with the Ostrom because they can reinforce so rapidly, they can be very difficult to actually push off the field.
We're losing a capture point.
So that's very much something I feel the RedxWings could consider. Panzerkampfwagen on the way. Was able to find its way over here to sort of support the alarm company. Also unfortunately with the paratroopers. Going to go for the Browning light machine guns there. Officer could use concentrated fire here, and they got grenade off, killing poor Petrov. Paratroopers might actually consider getting out of there. Interesting enough, he's not using concentrated fire, so you get the Ostrom sort of further buffed up there versus the non-fascist enemy. Troops are continuing forcing again. He continues to struggle here with map control a bit. Sherman almost there for clock labs. We also got a rocket strafe here available.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
And there we
capture
go.
points.
Panzerkampfwagen immobilized, hitting the field at the same time as the Sherman. There with a notable difference, he's actually able to get a machine gun on his Sherman. RedxWings not quite as much in his Panzer IV. But at this time here for the mid-game analysis, current situation is a bit of a, well, grim situation in some regards here for RedxWings. He's not really done much, sort of actually being able to hold the territory a bit better. I mean, in that regard, you know, even if you're not going for bunkers, I think a few changes in the right place could actually done quite a bit for him, sort of holding up here and holding back clock laps and holding on to vital territory. In that regard, he might have been trying to play a bit too fluidly with Ostrom, which is not necessarily the best at fluid play. So that's a little thing there to keep in mind, perhaps, for a future match there for RedxWings. Fuel cache, though, I still think would be a good idea to sort of help support, and then otherwise you could maybe get some Stugs or something else to support the Panzer IV here rapidly. I mean, in that regard, his problem is also it's a bit of a sort of lacking force composition, in particular in terms of support weapons, and he's very much then relying on the Ostrom that does have a few risks sort of coming along with it. So it's very much something that RedxWings is going to need to be careful of, but trenches or bunkers in the right places would do a lot for him. For clock labs, he's doing alright. He's a bit careful, and the Ostrom, as they get more veteran, that's certainly something to worry about right there. I mean, otherwise, I mean, there's not really so much to say. He's got the Sherman out. He can get in some good damage, of course, again, overall. Well, RedxWings doesn't have a lot to stop. He should consider there's some mines for people, of course. I mean, RedxWings has laid down mines, but there's one mine, there's usually more. So, I mean, unless he's fancying on potentially throwing away more armor, you know, he has to be careful right there. Maybe also consider using the doctrine to, say, pop down some 50 calibers or an anti-tank and something like that, sort of further provide support for zone infantry would also be a good idea to sort of keep in mind for clock labs. Whoops. So, let us head back here to the fight. The officer continues the good fight here in service of the Reich. Panzer IV arrives here. Panzerkampfwagen 4. Achtung! Sherman moves ahead, and there you go. Chance the turret. Shot goes through the side there of the Sherman. Sherman moves ahead, engaged the Panzer IV. There you go. Shot went through. Another shot went through there from the Panzer IV against the Sherman, but Panzer IV pulled back. Sherman still fights on here. Ostrom moving up with bazookas. Or bazooka. Now engaging on the right flank. Might see the pioneers rocked out here. Panzer IV moving up might clear them out. There you go, Rifleman almost right hit by the Panzer IV, and it's mighty high explosive rounds. Assault continues up here. The Ostrom continue to do their best here with 15 kills to their name. Certainly not bad at all. Mega here stopped as well by the might of the Panzerkampfwagen. Nibelungwerk's finest.
Orders! Listen up!
Lieutenant there almost knocked out as well. Also, fun fact about the Panzer IV, it was the most produced tank in the German army in the war. In fact, there was almost as many Panzer IV produced as produced Stug Gs, well, Stugs, so little fun fact there as well. Little fun fact.
A capture point is under attack. Alright, here's the thing.
Troops reinforcing. Begun anti-tank and then dropping in there for clock labs to provide support. Not bad, not bad. Ostrom gets off with the Bazooka hit there versus the Sherman. And still, he's got a P-47 rocket strike ready at any moment to be called in here versus RedxWings. Almost all of his Ostrom units, by the way, are veterans of 3 now. Another hit there from the Bazooka versus the Sherman. Ostrom engage and quickly run off. Major moving in, leading the way. More Panzer forming up, support paratroopers. Might get into a bit of trouble here with the Panzer IV as it moves forward. And there you go, paratrooper down. Pot there being secured. Paratroopers run off the field. And Pioneers themselves also pushed off. Bit of quiet at the moment, bit of quiet. Bit last shooting here, rifle command fire from the Osttruppen. Veteran C3. More Telemines going up here from RedxWings, sort of quite minimize movement here, catch and Yankee Panzers there. In case he tries to move up there. Good, good. Good, good. Close game, see Fox Arm calling the Stug. I would still like to see a fuel cache there for RedxWings, but at least he's got a fuel point now. Anti-tank rifle net damaging the engine shell moving up here. Shot straight through the window, killing Yuri. Meanwhile, Major making an eager move here for the victory point into the Pioneers with the Minesweeper. Clearly, RedxWings might be getting a bit paranoid there about enemy mines, despite, you know, the M20 wasn't up that long. I mean, there is one mine, but still it's interesting to note here, and certainly it's not a bad idea. I mean, if his tank hits that mine, that could be absolutely devastating there for RedxWings. So, I mean, obviously, it does pay off, since an M20 mine there is, or M6 anti-tank mine specifically, is nothing to take lightly. I mean, total immobilization of a vehicle is not a joke. Got a bit of resource here again. Could it be a Panzer? Could it be a Flak Panzer? Could it be a Stug? If it's a Stug, he should definitely just get up a fuel cache, by the way. In fact, even if it's a Panzer, he should get a fuel cache up. Speed up the process a bit. Oh, 9! There we go, anti-tank gun. Oh, Panzer IV immobilized straight in front of the anti-tank gun. Ach du lieber! Oh dear! There we go, the Panzer IV is a complete loss. Sherman hit a mine here as well, though. Sherman hit a mine, but that can easily be repaired. Crew just needs to pop out and fix up the damage, at least critically, so they can get the Sherman to a safer spot. Nasty stuff there. Sturmgeschütz halfway there, so it looks like RedxWings is going for that. The sort of fuel cache would serve him well. Fuel cache would serve him well still. Map was a bit of a problem. Germany fighting versus the Bazooka. Ah, missed there. Missed. Victory points not looking good here for RedxWings either. He definitely needs to do something about sort of turning the tide there. Definitely, and again a fuel cache of field will certainly help alleviate at least one of his problems. Again is very much fuel here versus Clock Labs would easily in fact go for another Sherman right now, or a Scott. In fact, there are plenty of options there for Clock Labs at the moment. Even as RedxWings elite Ostrom are doing what they can here to put an end to him. There you go, Sturmgeschütz having rolled forward, maybe from a nearby Sturmgeschützabteilung. Stugs were not part of a Panzer Division or a Panzer Division's Panzer Battalion, usually organised into assault gun battalions. Though they could also be found serving in tank destroyer battalions, but they could not otherwise get those tank destroyers they were supposed to, in which case they could also be found in some infantry divisions, tank destroyer companies as well, if they were lacking in, for example, Hetzers as they were supposed to at one point, or Marders. So a lot of, little fun facts there around Sturmgeschütz uses in terms of organisation. A bit of fighting here, we got Rapid moving forwards. Ostrom fighting as hard as they can here. And Ostrom rush off the field there. Lieutenant taking some minor losses. Rapid as well. There we go with the Rapid, the Sherman here. Things are looking a bit grim. Oh, got a shot there from Stug, failed to penetrate. Scheiße. Shoot again. Ah, damn it, learn to hit, Heinz. Still, it does give him a bit of fire support now. You got a hit there, actually. Killed someone. Killed some poor bastard. There's also the punish keep bleeding out. And again, that's partly where Phil, an early command bank I think could have done a lot here for RedxWings in keeping his men, notably less running back and forth. Lost the officer. Lost his high fresh telemines there. Pendleman machine gun on the way for the Sturmgeschütz. He could save up for another Stug. I mean, it's a pair of Stugs generally tends to work well. In fact, the Stug commanders were actually meant to operate in groups. In fact, it was greatly prohibited to them, at least, to not really try and split up and sort of fight in ones. So, another little fun fact there. Pioneer's in a bit of trouble. Ostrom flanking in. And there you go, forced off the field. Ostrom watching straight down here, looks like he's holding up a bit there, might be getting a bit desperate there, Mr. RedxWings. Victory point is still not looking good. Another Sherman on the way there for clock lapse. He can get in another Sturmgeschütz now, in which case he should do it. And Tatanganov will support, that's definitely going to be a problem here. If you get that, that would do him a lot of good then, since that would make things less perilous here for the Stug, since the anti-tank gun has very little issues there with the frontal arm and the Stug. The Sturmgeschütz, and there he goes, second Sturmgeschütz on the way here. Second Sturmgeschütz. Kicking it repaired. First one, that is. And the paratroops doing what they can here to sort of hold up the centre there with their dual Browning light machine guns and the 1M1 carbine they've got left. While the Sherms are rolling about here. Interesting enough, he's not using take aim. He probably could have gotten the Stug there trying to get away if he used take aim. Rear ones there taking one hell of a punishing hit there from the Sturmgeschütz. Almost got them. Almost, but looks like Jack there managed to get out of that one mostly alive. Sherman charges forward here.
Get your men covering the approach. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There goes Stug overhit, but failed to penetrate. Second Stug almost there. Second Sturmgeschütz. Anti-tank moving forwards. Still no take aim. In fact, he could probably shoot straight into the base with that. If he sets up in the right place. There goes Stug moving forward. Major doesn't even get scratched there.
Get ready, guys.
Go shot there going off the Sturmgeschütz. There we go. Got one of his aides. And straight charge here from the Nostrum into the open. Very bad move then. Looks like RedxWings realises it. Bit too late, but still realises it. Still realises it. Stug moving forwards.
The enemy is firing on our HQ.
You might want to try and sneak some troops up here and then try to flank all of this. I mean, you can catch that anti-tank, then that'd like to be a good move there for him. But there you go. Major in trouble. And there you go, pushing up the left flank. Victory points so need to be regained here for RedxWings. This is definitely not looking good. Less than 50. Jackson on the way here, anti-tank gaining victory too. Ostrom moving up. Sturmgeschütz could also try and move in. And there you go, hunting down the Major here with the Sturmgeschütz. Nope. Cancels it, does hides against it. He could flank the anti-tank here with the Stug, by the way, now actually. There we go. Victory 2 on the Sherman, victory on the Stug. Stug almost knocked out, finding him for the victory point. There goes Sherman down, Sherman down. 9 kills there. He did not try to clear up that anti-tank on there with the Stug. I feel that might have been a mistake. Then he could actually allow the other Stug to advance. Oh, he's moving ahead, he's moving. Oh, he's not killing that anti-tank gun. Jackson arriving though. There you go, Stug absolutely wrecked there. Betchins won the other Stug. No sign of target on anything. German there taking a few hits. Victory points not looking good. Down to 10. Down to 10. Scheiße. Stug in the terrible state. Infantry just charging forward to the last desperate push here. Looks like mine went off there. Sherman knocked out. Sherman knocked out. Interesting enough, he's not lost a single Ostrom squad. I mean, these have lasted since he called them in. That's actually pretty interesting as well there to note. And to take the recruit. by a plucky few, and there you go. Paratroopers doing what they can to make a mess of that. Even when they're out in the open and taking reasonably accurate rifle fire there. But the victory point's looking terrible. He's constantly rushing. He's desperately just needs to hold on. But that could lead to Clocklabs there being a bit more reckless than he should be. But at the same time, of course, if you can pull it off, that doesn't matter. Stug number 2 also got knocked out. There's still the Jackson here hanging about. He needs to defend these points. Bunkers or something like that. S-mines would also be a good move there for RedxWings. S-mines. S-minen. You've got a small force there. But he's leaving the central victory point unguarded. He's leaving it unguarded. He's doing nothing here to defend them. No bunkers or anything. About to lose the center here. About to lose it by the same time. Might run to this neutral, but still. Oh no, he isn't. And now this might be captured. This might be captured.
Stand ready. We're taking
Into now. Oh, he did use concentrated fire there. Rushing in. Crazy fight here. Robney getting focused down by 2 Ostrom squad flips into 3. Now they are getting up some good kills there in service of the United States of America. I can't call in more armor there. Go off the force away, and there we go. GG. GG. If only he'd actually, instead of rushed off, he actually tried to defend it with something, he probably could have maybe just held off on long enough to sort of win this game. But there we go, game over. A pretty unusual fight. I mean, RedxWings going for something again new there. Lots of Ostrom, Panzer Rush, hit mine there, then run for the Stugs. Had he been a bit aggressive, had he support on the property, I think he would have done this. But again, you know, partly failed there to get anti-tank and early, could have liked the other one to be a bit more aggressive. And had he had infantry support, he might have been able to dissuade that Jackson from getting hit. But oh well, there we go. Still pretty interesting. Also got use of the mines. I mean, overall, it would have worked better, I think. Again, had them into fuel cache or some sort of help hold the territory, and that was part of it. The problem with the strategy, had a very hard time holding the territory to a certain extent. In particular, vital territory, which overall slowed down any sort of armor calling, which rather meant the armor rush wasn't quite as much as a rush as it could have been. So that's a bit of the flaw there that RedxWings is going to have to work out here. Clocklabs sort of reacted well despite everything, though it was a bit close at times. He certainly did take a few losses there to RedxWings, so it's not like RedxWings' strategy was all bad. You know, he just had a few flaws, which in this case Clocklabs was able to take advantage of quite safely and quite properly. So that was all nicely done there as well. Good use of his doctrine as well. Though I think he could have done something with all those munitions. A few BARs probably would have given him more firepower there, versus the Ostrom could also maybe clean up things that way pretty nicely. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope it gave some ideas for matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send me some feedback in the comment section. And if you feel like supporting the Propagandacast, consider donating. There's a link down in the channel or video description. So thank you all for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.